Hey guys, Therese Apel from Darkhorse Press here. I am going live to answer some of the questions that I've gotten from you guys over the last, couple weeks. A lot of you have been following the news about how Darkhorse Press has been, we have joined the Digio Strategies family, also New South Radio. You might have heard of them being called that. I am sitting here. This is a studio that obviously is new to me, and I'm not sure how to move the camera down, so I'm sorry if it looks like I'm staring up at the ceiling to see you. But I wanted to go ahead and just kind of let you guys kind of know what's going on here with some of this stuff, because it's really exciting. This is really, really good stuff, and I started yesterday, and everything so far is just looking really amazing for Darkhorse Press, and I thought it was worth passing along. I'm also going to talk a little bit about the podcast that Barbie Bassett and Tracy Lee and I will be doing, as well as just some other things going on. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go to my Facebook page on my computer here and put that in the header so that people will see that and maybe join us as well. Let's see. So y'all just bear with me for a second. Podcast. So anyway, if you were not aware what I'm talking about here, Barbie Bassett and Tracy Lee and I started a podcast a week or two ago. It's called Y'all Listen Here, and we kind of talk about just all kinds of things. But the important part is it's just kind of the things that are things that we all deal with when it comes down to it. The first episode, we talked about taking criticism and that kind of thing. So I'll make sure and put a link in the comments here so you can check that out. Anyway, some of y'all have asked questions about what does this move for Darkhorse mean with us moving to Digio Strategies. What it means, to break it down for those of you that are following and that are interested in knowing, is that basically, I don't have to worry about the business side anymore. I don't have to worry about selling ads. I don't have to worry about taxes. I don't have to worry about payroll. None of that. You will keep getting the same great Darkhorse Press news that you get. But now we have a parent company. What I love about them is they are local. This is not a situation where I have to worry about somebody off in New York City making a decision for me as far as staffing or news content or anything else like that goes. This business is, I believe, 6 radio stations, and they're locally owned and operated. I have met the owner myself. I went to dinner with him and some of the other employees, some of my bosses, that kind of thing. And I can tell you that this is a phenomenal opportunity for us, because it means that we can not only be viable, but that there won't be a day that, we hit a crash and all the advertisers quit and I have to shut down Darkhorse and go do something else. The other thing a lot of y'all have been asking is, who is Digio Strategies? What is New South Radio? Digio Strategies owns 6 radio stations. I'm going to read you the names. You've heard of almost all of them, I'm sure. US 96, your hometown country, Y101, Mixed 98.7, 93.5 The Legend, 102.1 The Box, and 93.1 Blues. So you've heard of those radio stations. Now, the other thing that means is you will hear me in the mornings at 6, 7, and 8 on several of those stations doing the news. So you'll hear your important headlines every morning on these radio stations coming from Darkhorse Press, and then encouraging you to go to Darkhorse Press to read more about the stories. Again, this is a great opportunity for us. It gives us more exposure, and it gives Digio Strategies a chance to actually showcase some news as well, which had not been a major part of what they were doing before. So again, this is a great partnership for both of us. What does it mean? A lot of you have been asking about my position with the City of Pearl. I have resigned at Pearl, and it's not for any reason other than the fact that now that I have this opportunity to go back full-time with my own company, and to actually grow and prosper it in a way that I didn't have the opportunity to do before, I have chosen to do that. When I was working at Pearl, y'all, it was a great job. It's great people. I was never planning on leaving there. The idea that someone could come in and say, hey, we want to partner with you and we want to make Darkhorse Press everything that we think it can be, that was not even on my radar when I took the job at Pearl. I kind of thought that I was going to be doing Darkhorse on the side for as long as I could do both, and then at some point retire from everything. But when this opportunity came through, then it was kind of a situation where, okay, do I follow my dream, or do I do this other great job that with these great people? Y'all, I can't say enough good about the City of Pearl. So when you talk about did I leave there, I did, but it was not on any terms other than I have a great opportunity to work in my own business and do this big thing that I kind of dreamed about, that is good for all of us. So that said, speaking of Pearl, in my old role as the city spokesperson, don't forget to go out and vote today. If you are from Pearl, you have a major election today. So all of that is stuff that I just wanted to make sure that you guys knew about what's going on with Darkhorse Press. Let's talk for a second about this podcast. Again, it's called Y'all Listen Here. It's produced by Daniel Anderson with Audio Alchemy. And we did about an hour-long podcast. Like I said, I'll link to it in the comments here. Talked about taking criticism online, about the way people are so ugly online, and how do you deal with that as a human and as a Christian and those kind of things. So the three of us are really excited about this opportunity. This kind of started, well, it didn't kind of start. It started with Barbie being able to kind of get this time slot and do that kind of thing. So I'm not sure exactly how often we're going to be doing it, but our next recording will be this Friday, and we're going to, focus on some more stuff that applies to a lot of people. It's not just us. It's kind of, we wanted this to be a way for us to be able to reach out and talk about things that maybe people don't get a chance to talk about, or that when you talk about it, it's, you don't really have multiple perspectives on it, that kind of thing. So it's an exciting situation for us to be able to do that as well. If you guys have any questions, I think I've covered everything. I don't really think any of this is very complicated at all, but I keep getting questions, what's going on with this? What does this mean? Is this a good thing or a bad thing? Talking about the move to Digio strategies. So I thought it was worth just putting something out there to say, yes, this is a great thing. This is really exciting. This is more than I could have dreamed about, and I never thought something like this would happen. So the idea that now I can just go back and I can work completely within my lane and not have to worry about things like, oh my gosh, what is DOR? Which of course I know what that is, but you get the email and you're like, I don't know what this means. Or how to work QuickBooks, or any of the business stuff that comes along with opening your own business. When I started Darkhorse, I did not realize what a challenge all that was going to be. And to be fair, that's not how my mind works. My mind is very much more attuned to things like investigations and to writing and things like that. So the opportunity to hand all that off to somebody else has been incredible. And it's like I can breathe again. So anyway, again, just letting you guys know kind of what is going on and what this means to all of us. It's a big deal. And the opportunity with the podcast is a big deal. And there's a lot that's going on and moving and growing right now. And I wanted to share that with y'all as my people. So thank y'all for joining us. And I'll probably share this over to Darkhorse. Again, we'll put a link to the podcast, or at least the Facebook side of the podcast, in the comments here. And you can check that out if you haven't had a chance yet. Again, guys, I'm just really grateful for all of you, because there are 65 roughly thousand of y'all that follow Darkhorse Press. I can't thank you enough. There are roughly 47,000 of y'all that follow me here on this page, on the Therese Apel page. I can't thank y'all enough, because some of y'all have been here since 2010, somewhere in there. The page says that it was started in 2013, but that's because I combined it with another page at that time. Some of y'all have been here since I came to the Clarion Ledger in 2010, and I'm grateful for every one of y'all. So just stay with us, because there's going to be more exciting, fun stuff happening here. And I also want to talk about my new coworkers. They're awesome. Radio people are crazy, insane, and they are so much fun. So we're already having a blast. I'm on day 2 here. So again, just keep your eyes peeled for more great news from Darkhorse Press. We're going to be able to give you more. We're going to be able to give you more insight, more investigations. And if you saw on our page yesterday, we've started a new thing, Missing in Mississippi. And that was something that I was trying to do several months ago, and just couldn't coordinate it. Now we're going to have that going on too. So you'll be seeing plenty of new and exciting things going on with Darkhorse Press, and that's because we have had the opportunity to join forces with Digio Strategies. So again, if you had questions, that should answer most of them. Please always feel free to shoot us a message, and we are so happy and excited to tell you about these things. So that's what I've got. I appreciate y'all joining us, and again, thank you for all your support, and we'll see you at the next